racing, and look at Kirkwood immediately up to the inside of David Malukas and running down into the tight hairpin at 3. But here comes the McLaren of Lundgaard, up, locks the brakes, looks to take the lead. Can Herta take it back? It's a wonderful start from Lundgaard, who I think has just dropped back from Herta.
2 wide, 3 wide through the back. That's Palou trying to go on the inside of Kirkwood. Now banging wheels down the hill to turn 4, and your championship leader gets the move done.
Boy, Kyle Kirkwood, a favorite, got muscled big time once by Malukas on the start and then by Alex Palou.
That's Kirkwood up on the inside of Palou. That's for 3rd place. A lovely move from Kyle Kirkwood on the championship leader.
James, I'll bet he felt I've got to pay him back for muscling me around. Brilliant stuff from Kirkwood, late on the brakes.
Late on the brakes, he kind of thought about going wide, made Palou a little bit comfortable, left just enough room on the inside for Kirkwood to roll off the brake and pull that move off.
Alex Palou and David Malukas also racing back there on cold tires. They're side by side. Palou to the inside.
And Malukas pitted earlier, will have more heat in those tires. Oh, and we've got a spinner at the back. I think that's Rosenqvist.
One of the Meyer-Shank machines in the wall at turn 8. We saw Lundgaard making that move on Herta in 8. Wasn't able to make it stick as the full course caution waves.
To green, single file through the final corner and on the run down into 1. Turn 1, incredibly tight, incredibly treacherous. Does anyone dare have a look up the inside of turn 1?
Bit of a lock up there for Rasmussen, but he gathered it back up. As we see a car around,
that's Siegel.
That's Siegel.
Let's take a look at what happened to Nolan Siegel. McLaughlin will certainly get a drive-through penalty. The green flag is out.
Rahal tries to get the power down, coming out of the final corner. His teammate Louis Foster having a look as Rasmussen with a big lock up, but keeps it all under control, keeps it in perspective, keeps the lead of the field. Single file through turn 1. Everybody seemingly making it through cleanly as Lundgaard is all over the back of the championship leader. Where is Scott McLaughlin? Drive-through penalty, avoidable contact for the Thirsty Threes. This then on board with Colton Herta. Oh, and it was a bit of contact, quite a bit of contact with Will Power.
Oh, so it was Palou capitalizing on a botched attempt to get by Power as we ride on board with the Verizon driver now. You're going to see the 26 come up the inside.
Bosch.
Pretty late move from Colton Herta there.
Oh, no, that's
caution's out.
Callum Ilott in the prem up in the wall. That's a big incident. I think he's taken something on the left-hand side. That wheel has gone. It looks like the wheel might even have fallen off. That's clean.
That is what it looks like, because there doesn't appear to be any damage to the left front, but there's just no tire on it.
Let's take a look first at Callum Ilott. Nothing he could do
there.
The
wheel just falls straight off.
Yeah, the wheel nut wasn't even on.
Green is out.
Ferrucci's gunned it already. No messing around, no waiting around for Santino Ferrucci, who leads from Kiffin Simpson and Marcus Armstrong. Big lock up from Armstrong, and Kirkwood will try to have a look, but it's only ever going to be single file.
Palou!
Palou is in the barrier at 1, and that will be another caution for sure.
We're just getting the tail end of it.
Oh, he got hit by Malukas.
Did he get into him?
100%.
Well, we didn't see the start of it, but we have to assume maybe that's what happened. Yep. Well, there goes Malukas' day, because race control will almost certainly rule that a drive-through penalty.
To get this thing back to running again, and Armstrong has been caught napping. That will give Kirkwood a good run on him down into turn 1. Big lock up from Ferrucci on the front right, holds it through, and that's all under control.
Great job from Santino releasing the brake pedal to keep that right front rolling. As further back, everybody looking to seize on the opportunity of a restart onto this long back straightaway as Kyle Kirkwood, I think, will have a run on Armstrong. He does. They're side by side.
Remember, no push to pass, but he's got the inside and preferred line. That's going to be so crucial to put a car in between him and Will Power.
We take a look at Kirkwood now putting the move on Kiffin Simpson. It will have to be around the outside. Simpson will have there's contact between the two of them.
Does that cut down the left rear of Kyle Kirkwood? So far it looks okay, but that was...
His wing is damaged, guys.
That was really sketchy at those speeds. Yes, I see the damage.
Look in the live box in the top left of your screen. He is right now on the gearbox of Santino Ferrucci.
Great exit for Kirkwood on Santino Ferrucci on the run down to 3. Tries to do the same move that he put on Simpson just 1 lap ago. This time it's cleaner, but look at the front wing. It's dragging along the floor as Santino Ferrucci tries to get the position back. Kirkwood takes the lead.
Power has a run.
Power around the outside of Santino Ferrucci. The pace advantage evident. Look at the brake dust kicking out of the number 12 as he turns around 3, and now will put the chase onto Kyle Kirkwood with 17 to go.
I mean, it's a 4-second gap right now between them, so Power a lot of work to do in just 17 laps.
Oh, that's big!
Rosenqvist, the number 60 car.
I think another car is involved maybe. That's down in turn 3.
Take a look at Rosenqvist. Looks to be all on his own here.
What happened? Oh, no, the right front
suspension
went.
failure. Oh!
Oh, no. We are under red flag conditions because the tyre barrier will need to be repaired down there on the exit of 3 and on the runoff area as well. We have the green flag, we're back to racing ways, and Kirkwood's had a fantastic jump on Power as Herta has a look at Ferrucci.
We've heard about how that Honda power plant has great power delivery, and that's what you need on cold tires and a bumpy street circuit. And just look at that gap that Kirkwood was able to pull out after just 2 corners. All 3 drivers in that group on push to pass. They're burning it now down into turn 3. Does Ferrucci have enough on Power? He's going for it.
Up the inside, Santino Ferrucci. That is magnificent from the AJ Foyt driver as Herta now round the outside of Power, who defends and holds off the Andretti attack.
Power lunges it back into the apex and looks to defend on Herta, as now Herta is getting frustrated and anxious to get by because his teammate Kyle Kirkwood is disappearing off in the lead.
And Santino Ferrucci is disappearing from Will Power.
He's finished 3rd before, and it almost Herta now goes on Power.
Up the inside at 8. That's lovely. Kirkwood is now, Herta has a look, looks up and does make contact with Santino Ferrucci. Ferrucci keeps it planted though, will keep the position ahead of him as Herta putting the power down, squirreling around, and contact between the two. In the fight for the podium places, Power and Herta over 3rd, and look at the exit for Will Power now. He needs a good exit, he has a little slide, he will have to use his push to pass. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, draining it on the straight. Will Power will have a look at Colton Herta, who will keep it on the inside. Braid as lake as he dares, and Power finds no way through. Kyle Kirkwood is the king of the streets.
Checkered flag, winner, winner.
Up next, it's the Bommarito Automotive Group 500, Sunday, June 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox.